So this is me post birthday. I had a pretty good birthday. It turned out I was about to say exactly how I thought it would, but I kind of didn't have any expectations. So technically, it's not how I thought it would be. It just turned out. It turned out very peaceful. But I don't know. Yesterday taught me a lot. I realized that one, I I grew in a sense of not really seeing the growth within myself. You know, sometimes we get a lot further and further ahead. Damn, I thought I had my glasses on, but we get a lot further ahead than we genuinely feel like we are. And it wasn't to say that I didn't feel like I was far. I've know, I know that I've gotten far. It's just that I'm a little bit further than I realized. Um, I do not know what really made me pinpoint and pay attention to this, but I know um, after I made the connections, I seen how many situations there were that kind of shown my growth as a person. Like I'm not really much of a people pleaser anymore. Not in the ways that I once was, especially towards people that I feel like she really know me. It's just I'm irritated at the fact that sometimes people be too deep in their head with whatever it is that they have going on. And that's understandable. It's cool or whatever. I get that, but some people just be too far gone, like too far gone. And it's not a means of me trying to bash anybody or make anybody feel, I guess, less than or whatever. It's just the simple reality of it. Like, I'm sorry. And I've been recognizing that a lot of people have like this disdain towards me because of how real and honest I am about stuff. Some people don't want to hear a specific truth because I guess they're just not ready to, work on that or they're just not ready to tackle that specific issue. But that's just the reality of it. And I'm starting to really see the whole point of, I guess, trying to censor myself to make other people feel a certain way or to make them feel, more happy or calm within their situation. But I feel like if it's hindering me, that's even more reason for me to, say something. That's just that. But yeah, no, with things concerning my birthday, like I'm not really well, I wasn't really just accepting whatever. If we hang out or we're friends, whatever, whatever, don't suggest that we do something that I don't do. Like this is not to bash. But somebody texted me talking about, do you like scary movies? Mind you, this is something I reiterated so many times. I'm not a scary movie type of person. I never was. Never was. Never have I ever been interested in sitting and watching a scary movie. I'm sorry. No, because this is something that you literally know. Like, and I know that you know that. So why would you ask me if I like a scary movie? it I'm sure it's in the attempts to try and like drag me along to go see a movie for my birthday. But I'm not even a movie type of person. So why would you feel me? I'm not just gonna accept whatever because you want to do it or that's something that you think I would be okay with just accepting. I feel like that's something that I have to stop doing in general. Like that's something that I'm not gonna just be tagging along just because you want me to tag along, especially if it has more to do with me than it does you. No, no. And I think that's what it was. I think this connection, not connection, I wouldn't say connection, but this situation that's going on between me and somebody that likes me right now, like they're not seeing that I genuinely don't think they, like me in the ways that they need to. I feel like they like me because of, what I could do for them. They like me because of who they once knew me to be. But I don't think these people, I genuinely don't think it's a lot of people that does not know me right now. Because I've changed as a person. I'm not really who I was, when I was in college. Mind you, college ended in May. It's September, July, August. That's like 4 months, 3 months, 4 months. But a person literally changes every day. And as active as I've been when it came to changing myself, when it came to like letting go of certain things, I'm literally not the same person. I'm not the same person. And if you would see how adamant I am about evolving, you would understand, and you would genuinely believe the words that are coming out my mouth. Like, I'm not lying about me saying that I'm not the same person. Like, I can't go back to college and do the same shit that I was once doing. I feel like I'm ready for something different. I'm not ready for that same setting and mentality that I had. And plus, I was already growing up to get away from the things that I was taught, as a child. So now I'm learning how to walk in the life that I actually see for myself. So no, I'm not the same person. I'm not operating off the same values or the same morals. Like, things are a little bit stronger now. Things are much more prominent, and people it's a lot of people from my past that don't even give me the chance or opportunity to try and like embody that, cuz they are still looking at me from a view of what they think I am or who they think I am. And this is why I'm so big on cutting people off. Like, oh my God. Yesterday I had a homeboy. He said I fall out with everybody. And that's not the case. I swear I don't fall. I wouldn't call it a fallout. I just literally cut ties with people that it if it doesn't make sense for us to even be in cahoots no more, I cut it off. Cuz I don't like the lingering stuff. I don't like that. I hate that. I don't need nobody feeling like they have to watch me, and then it's not even a matter of just being watched. It's the sake of people having a or feeling like they have an idea of who I am. But when I say I change so much, like I literally grow up and develop so much, I'm not the same person. I promise you, I guarantee you. Like, in my mind or my views of things change literally every fucking day. I can't do anything about that. I just like to evolve. That's like something that I'm very, very, very efficient in. I really, really like to become the best version of myself that I could be. I love to test certain things so that I can make sure I'm doing, what I have to do to continue to evolve and continue to make sure I'm actually living the life that I want to live and not the life that other people are expecting me to live. So yeah, I couldn't do nothing but laugh at it because, of course, like, to the outside view, that's how they would see it. And this is why I think perspective is so important. But of course, that's how they would see it. Yeah, I fall out with everybody. But no, I'm not accepting the same bullshit that y'all are accepting. I'm not allowing people to, you know, continue to do certain things that you're not okay with. I'm not allowing that. Like, you see that there's something wrong with that. You see how it makes you feel, and you continue to place yourself in that predicament. No, I just have self-respect. Matter of fact, that bitch is getting stronger every fucking day. That's all that is. I just love myself enough to not want to continue to put myself in these terrible predicaments. I just love myself enough to not feel like I have to live by a certain rule for the sake of keeping other people around. And something else that I realize is, a lot of people just continue to accept certain things because, or more so, a lot of people don't really evolve because they continue to accept certain things, because they feel like they have to continue to keep so and so around and all this extra shit. You don't understand that when it comes to evolving, some people are going to fall off. Some people are going to, they can't hang on no more because they're not there yet. They're not in that mentality where they have to understand the lifestyle that you live, or they have to understand the routes that you have to take. Of course, to them, it might feel like you did this, you did that. It might feel like, oh, like, she switched up. And you're motherfucking right. I definitely fucking switched up. I switched up because, bitch, I'm not trying to continue to be in the same predicament or the same situation with you. That's why the fuck I switched up. I switched up because I want better for myself. And being a person that I see that loves to evolve, that loves to continue to grow, that loves to continue to find new things to do, especially being a very, very spontaneous person. Like, I'm not going to keep doing the same shit every day. That's not my life. So some people are gonna have to fall off, and I'm 100% okay with that because I don't have time to feel like I need to explain certain things or try and break certain things down to certain people just for them to continue to stay in my life. That's dead. I'm not. No, and they just don't get it, and they just won't get it until they're at that point to understand. But some people don't get there because they don't have enough faith in themselves, and they don't have enough respect for themselves to get there, and that's okay. I mean, it's life. I get it. I'm pretty sure in a past life I probably fucked up and did the same shit, but girl, it not in this life. It's so different in this life. I swear to God. But it's just a matter of me being more firm and less apologetic about shit. Like I'm so done with apologizing for the sake of. I keep finding hearts in trees. Like, oh my god, it's like the shape of the tree is a heart. Anyways, I'm sorry. What the fuck is this? But no, I keep feeling that I'm less apologetic about things. Like I definitely feel like my people pleaser tendencies dissolving off of my body. Cause I'm usually like trying to be mindful of other people's feelings and stuff. But like, girl, I gotta stop that shit. Cause push come to shove, bitches don't give a fuck about my feelings. And it don't matter what state of mind they're in. It don't matter if they doing if they're trying to do something for the sake of themselves or if, well, that's just that. But I can't be trying to be considerate about everybody's feelings and feeling like I'm not getting anything for myself in the end or regardless. It's stupid. So since we're all focusing on self as we should in any fucking ways, since we're all focusing on self, I'm literally going to focus on self as well. So that's just that. But no, it's just I had came to a lot of conclusions yesterday. And I didn't really have any expectations for anything. It's just that I don't know, I feel like I don't want to say people wowed me. They didn't really wow me. It was just more of a like I feel like this was a good confirmation of things. Even though I feel like when I have certain feelings, they're just true any fucking ways. But I feel like you know how people say, "Oh, girls get strict about their birthdays." It's not even the sake of that. I feel like everyone understands the seriousness behind it to a certain extent. Everybody understand that sometimes birthdays are something that are, I guess you could say, a sensitive topic for people. And I've gotten to a point where it's not so sensitive. Like I still have people texting me today talk about, oh my god, I forgot, or I thought, and I know you didn't think anything. You actually forgot, and it's okay. You don't have to lie to me. I feel like I get more pissed off being lied to than you pretending, you know. But no, it was just a matter of seeing where people's heads were, especially when it came to me, and making sure that I'm weeding out things like from there. And the type of person I am, like I'm always making these observations anyways, but I feel like yesterday was really the day that kind of just placed me more into a certain perspective about things. So yeah, I'm pretty much over the idea of trying to do things with people just for the sake of hanging out, you know? I don't think it's that deep for me, especially being that I'm always accepting the things that other people want to do. But when it comes to the things that I want to do, like these people are not, they're not, I don't even know what the word is. Because I wouldn't say they're not interested. It's just, well, okay, we can say they're not really interested. That's actually the word. And yeah, girl, when all in all, I'm truly not interested in the shit that everybody else expects for me to do. Like the fact that I'm sorry, that actually kind of blew me. You know, being texted Do you like scary movies? And you know I don't like scary movies. And I know this person know I don't like scary movies because there was an incident where I was well, when I was watching Sinners, like, yeah, I didn't know Sinners was like horror or thriller, whatever it was. I just it was like a blind thing. Even though Sinners was a really, really good movie, that person knew it was a scary movie and didn't say anything. And they mentioned it after the fact. They was like, "Yeah, I was just waiting to see your reaction." So like I don't like scary movies. So that's just like okay, dot dot dot. But that's neither here nor there. I'm just over people thinking they know me, and I'm over people expecting me to be okay with certain things. No, I'm not. And yeah, that's just dead. But something else that I realized yesterday was the fact that the more you do work on yourself, the easier it is to understand and see the decline within other people. And this is not to make myself feel as if I'm, better or higher up than other people. And I'm also going to stop trying to clarify shit like that as well. But that's neither here nor there. Um, yeah, people are just accepting whatever. I don't know. I can't continue to be around people that are okay with accepting bare minimum stuff because then they're gonna expect that out of me as well. And I'm such a over the top overachiever type of person. I understand sometimes I do go a little harder than everybody else, you know, do. But when people aren't even trying, like I can't. I'm not okay with just accepting that. I'm sorry, I'm not. And I paid attention to the fact that I'm starting to have less and less things in common with people who do stuff like that. And it's like really, really, it's a very, very tiny percent. I honestly don't even see any percentages left. Like that's how crazy it is. And it's irritating for me to be around because I just feel like it just feels stuck and it feels ignorant. That's just the energy that it feels for me. And it's annoying because I feel like that's just a means for me to just sit there and not really say anything. That's just a means for me to sit there and not really feel like I'm enjoying myself or like my time around certain people. And yeah, that's just the reality of that. I don't know. But I was going through some pictures of, when I still was operating in this mindset. I was going through some pictures of me and my past relationship. I've been out of that relationship for like 2 years now. But I looked at the pictures of myself before I was in that relationship versus the pictures when I was out of it. Always been a very, very, very beautiful girl, but I feel like it kind of aged me a little bit. I don't know, cause I definitely went from, and I get it. Like I was still, how old was I? I think 19. I was still young, but I don't know. I feel like my face got a little bit more. It definitely aged a lot more, and I always see the difference. And I don't know, it just makes me think about how sometimes when you just sit there and put up with certain things, like it allows you to kind of forget about your overall health, and you just start to age and shit. You just start to your body just start to do whatever, I guess, to try and survive or maintain. And it just showed me the seriousness of that. So when I'm around, people that are still operating that mindset, it throws me off because I feel like I've evolved from that type of lifestyle. I feel like I've evolved from living like that. And I don't want to say it takes me back because it really doesn't. It just makes me more like, I guess, clouded within my thoughts. I don't know. It's just a weird feeling, and I'm pretty sure if you've ever felt like you've evolved from people, it's just a weird feeling to be in the mindset that you're in now and also be around people that didn't go anywhere regarding, the lane that you or the route that you took. You'll understand. You'll definitely feel it and you'll definitely see. And I feel like for me, it does allow me to have more compassion towards them or be more, you know, patient. But I don't want to be around that shit. That's just the reality of it. I just don't want to be around that shit. Like I grew out of that for a reason, because I obviously didn't want to have to deal with that shit for myself. I didn't like the things that it was putting me through. I didn't like the situations it was causing me to, have to live in. I didn't like that. So being around other people and seeing that that's how they choose to, that's what they're choosing. It's, I don't want to say it's hard because it's not really hard. It's just, it's more so like it's nagging. It feels like a fly that just won't leave you the fuck alone. That's what it feels like. And yeah, that's just the reality of it. So, but no, I had a good birthday, a great birthday. I don't know why. I feel like I've definitely matured within the last couple of days. That's just what it feels like. I don't want to make it seem like I'm just saying shit just to say shit, but that's what it feels like. I literally feel like something in my brain has shifted for sure. Because, like I said, I don't feel as, apologetic for things. I don't feel like I have to concede a, well, and I'm sorry. And I don't feel like I have to do that. That's just what the fuck I said. However you take it is how you take it. But I know what I meant by it. And those who know what I meant by it, they'll understand as well. So, yeah, I think I'm in a state of not really wanting to sugarcoat shit with people or not even wanting to sugarcoat shit with myself and pretend like I'm okay taking certain things from people knowing I really don't want to do that, or being okay living a certain way for other people knowing that's not how I want to live. That's dead. So, but yeah, other than that, I don't know, girl. We'll just see what 23 has for me. I'm so excited for 23. Like a lot of people say that 23 was one of their worst years when they were in their 20s. Like it's always a thing for like 19 and then 23. I can't lie, 19 was chaotic for me. 19 was a year, but 23, I have higher hopes because I also feel like it might be different between the person I am and the type of people other people are, because a lot of people in their 20s they aren't working, to better themselves. It's not common that people in their 20s are actually trying to make sure they're mentally healing and stuff. And I'm not saying that nobody does it, because I know some people that do it. I've seen people do it, but a lot of people actually start losing it in their 20s. It's either a matter of you um actually coming out the way that you the best I'm not gonna say the best way that you can, because a lot of people be trying their best, but I feel like it's either you get lost or you find something, and I feel like I'm finding more than I am losing. I'm definitely not, as a sake of losing, I'm losing the things that don't resonate with me anymore, and I'm finding more things that are. So I see my 20s as something that's growing. Is that the word? It's something that's evolving. There you go, rather than seeing it as, oh, life is just so hard right now, because life is going to be hard, period. Like I'm sure when you get to your 30s there's some shit that you got to learn as well. You just have to know how to take shit with a grain of salt and be okay with whatever it is that life is giving you. That's the whole point of life. Not trying to, force it or anything, or not trying to maintain or continue to hold on to certain shit. Sometimes, girl, if it's slipping from your hand, let that shit the fuck go. It's supposed to leave. Like, and then if you want to evolve, you have to be okay with letting people go. Like you must be okay with letting people go if you want to evolve. Like that's something that you have to be okay with. Because people, you will get to that point and people will swear up and down that you're a different person, or they trying to make you out or paint you out to be something that you're really not. Something that you see different for yourself. It's just a matter of perspective any fucking way. People be projecting their ideas and their points of view onto you No, don't accept that shit. Don't fucking accept that shit. That's why I just let them go right then and there. You're not gonna tell me, you know, I did you wrong because I wanted to evolve and this is my fucking life. You're not gonna do that. So you can go ahead and kick fucking rocks right now, actually. So yeah, that's the reality of that. But yeah, can't wait to see what 23 has for me. It's gonna be a great year. I feel it. I do. Cause I came into this month feeling great. And my birthday was great. Well, September so far has been great, anyways. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, thank you for watching. I love you. Goodbye.